Greetings, YouTube. Once again, this is 3course thoughts. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. The topic for today's video is going to be that of finding your own answers. Now, in this video, I'm not going to tell you, you know, specific answers you should be finding or anything of the sort. I'm just generally talking about the subject matter in general. So basically, as many of you probably know, finding your own answers is something that many people eventually find, very essential to their lives and such. As such, they may prescribe to the views of other individuals, usually influential people, and take those viewpoints as their own. In my opinion, there's nothing like wrong with that on the offset. Like, if you're in a hard place or something of the sort, like let's say you're into like fitness or something, so you prescribe to like someone who is who you deem as someone very successful or potentially successful in that particular field. So you may want to learn more about it, and you tack on aspects of their viewpoints onto your own. So like their viewpoints become your viewpoints, which is a good starting place in my opinion. However, it may be there may be like that may be taken to extreme at times, in the sense that, like I said before, taking someone else's viewpoint as your own viewpoint, rather than it's so if you do something like that, that would be like not like your viewpoint, in the sense that, well, it won't be your viewpoint in the sense that it's not authentically your own. You haven't made it like your own viewpoint, and that might be, that might have an association with like cult followings, such as like if you follow the words of, like, say, these people, like you take their word as law as opposed to question it for yourself, like you may or may not have initially done when you followed them. So like going back to example of like a fitness guru or something, they may have a certain viewpoints that you prescribe to, like I said, but then they may have certain aspects of their viewpoints that normally you would not agree with, but you just agree with it because, it's association with the individual, and, you may hold them in high esteem. And like I said before, nothing's wrong with that. But I would say there's an inherent danger in that regard. And that's coming back to my point of finding your own answers. So we as individuals, we're unique. So we would take experiences, the same experience. Let's say you failed a test. Two separate people, same experience. They both got 50 on the exam. They both have the same grade point average, everything of the matter. But one person may take it like, oh, this is very devastating. And the other individual may take it like, oh, there's no big deal. I'll, try again next time, if there's a next time, and so forth. Now, the reason, so that's an example of how, individuals are unique. And finding your own answers is very important in this regard, because of that. So you might be asking how you find your own answers. So I know how to find my own answers. If you know how to find your own answers, you could just click off this video and just waste your time. Have a good day. For those of you that still be like, what, let me pick your brain, see what you got. Find your own answers, in my opinion, is a mixture of different experiences, different perspectives, mixed together. And or another way of looking at it is, like in school, like when you have to cite a source, like write an essay in your own words. So picture life as like your essay that you're writing. Well, yeah, and then your response to that essay, that's your answer. So your answers to life. So as you experience life and you go through your experiences, you will raise questions. Those questions could be answered with the viewpoints or sets of viewpoints of other people, tied in with your own experiences. Like I said, like let's say the two people failed the test. You failed the test. What didn't I know? What didn't I understand? You look to like someone you might view as an expert, or someone that's more successful in there, and they might share their viewpoints, whether via YouTube, you talk to them in person, and then if you get a collection of them, put it together, that would help in developing your answer. Another thing, in my opinion, with the answers is it never stops. So let's say you find an answer that's satisfactory to you. Everyone is unique, and I repeated this several times in the video. Everyone is unique. As such, we grow and change. So the answer let's say you found the answer that you found satisfactory, 5 years down the line, that answer might not be satisfactory anymore. You may have developed and be a completely different individual. So this is something that I would recommend you be mindful of from time to time. We're very busy. We have things that we deal with in our everyday lives. So it's not something I would recommend you think about every day, every minute of the day. But if you can, to the best of your ability, in your pursuit of finding your answers, whatever that may be, try to be mindful of this. All right. That's all I have for today. Have a nice day. Remember to try your best to, reflect on things. So decent reflection. And then as such, you develop a framework and then take action to the best of your ability. Once again, have a good day. 3 Course Thoughts out.